Thanks for tuning into the BoshNRoll channel. Liking and subscribing the channel is free and easy, and it helps me out a lot. If you want to go a little farther with your support, I have Patreon and YouTube membership available, which includes access to the BoshNRoll Discord server, early access to things I'm working on, sideboard plans, cards I'm buying. You could have me play your deck on the channel, and the highest tiers come with individual coaching sessions. If you use the YouTube membership option, you get sweet, unique YouTube badges and emotes for the channel. If you want to play what I'm playing, you can use the code BoshNRoll to support my channel while you shop for cards at tcgplayer.com. And if you're playing on Magic Online, a cardhoarder.com loan account can let you play any deck anytime. If you want to wear your support, there is BoshNRoll merch available. All of these links are in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's go play some Magic. Welcome to another BoshNRoll video. Today I'm playing Legacy, and this is at the request of Patreon subscriber WhatWas, and this is Karn Echoes. I've played lots of the artifact-based Echo decks on the channel before. Mono blue, blue red, blue white, blue green, you name it. I've played all flavors of this, but this is a version that emerged more recently that doesn't have Urza or Emry or Sai. This is a Turbo Karn version of the deck. The other version that I've played a lot of, it can combo, but it also has a lot more interactive elements. Like, it has Force of Will in it. Like, Emry is a card that you expect to play a longer game with. It has Hull Breacher to combo with the Echo. This deck is just trying to put Mystic Forge into play and win the game on the spot. The way that it does that is Mystic Forge casts all of these zeros, this free artifact mana, or cards that make more mana than they cost or make the same as they cost. Defense Grid protects you while you do it. Manifold and Voltaic Keys can untap your monoliths to make extra mana along the way. Echo of Eons gives you a fresh spin into 7 cards and fresh looks off your Mystic Forge. Mesmeric Orb is a combo with Basalt Monolith and Mystic Forge. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller mills a card. So Monolith taps for 3 and untaps for 3. You can have perfect control over the top of your deck when you have Mystic Forge in play and just find whatever you need. And eventually you'll have enough mana to cast Karn and wish for Lattice, wish for Aetherflux Reservoir, or just dome them with the Walking Ballista in your deck. This deck is not trying to play a long game. It's here for a good time, not a long time. And it's really dedicated to the artifact theme. This deck's been getting a lot of traction. I believe it's won a standard PTQ recently. Might have done well in a challenge. I know Bob Wong chose to play this deck at the Legacy Pit Open a couple weeks ago. And Bob is a really strong player who could play anything, and he chose this over Blue Red Delver. So that's a strong endorsement of a deck like this. There's not a lot more to say about the deck. We're really just trying to get as much mana as we can, as quickly as we can, and make our opponents dead. So let's go try to do that. In we go. I'm on the play in round number 1, which is a good place to be with a deck like this. This hand is not great, though. It has 2 mana, but nowhere to go with it. No Echo to go with this LED. Actually, nope, I lied. I gotta reorient myself to the math here. I have Saga, Petal, which casts Monolith. Monolith taps for 3, 2 floating, Voltaic Key, 1 floating, untap Monolith, cast Mystic Forge. Yeah, we're just fucking in. Okay. This hand loses to Force of Will, but it's pretty good against everything else. If we're against a non-blue deck or our opponent just doesn't have Force, we're in pretty good shape here. Here's Lotus Petal. First Moment of Truth. Second Moment of Truth. Voltaic Keys in, untap here. Here's the real moment of truth, though. If they saved their Force for anything, it's this. Mystic Forge in play. Ooh, there it is. Okay, Lion's Eye Diamond is in play now as well. I'm going to have to exile this second Mystic Forge, try to keep the party going. I'm 1 mana short of Karning right now. Yeah, I'm just going to have to pass the turn here. Did my best. That was a pretty good turn 1, though. Not going to lie. Let's see if we're dead somehow. Uh-oh. Oh god, it's the mirror. This is what we signed up for, apparently. Trinisphere. Okay. Well, Karn. I mean, Trinisphere is really good, don't get me wrong. But Karn doesn't care about it. Do I have 4 mana? I do because I can cast the Karn off the top of my deck. I don't have 4 mana to cast the Karn in my hand. I'll untap Monolith, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pretty lucky I found a second Karn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Karn. City of Traders on top of my deck. Do I want that? Yeah, probably. And then from the sideboard, I probably just want to... Is Lattice good enough? I'm going to draw a city. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 mana next turn, but not 6. I could just attack for 4 with Mystic Forge. That might make some sense. I probably want to just get Liquid Metal Coating, though, and make sure this game is unlosable. I'm going to get Coating. Okay, I'm passing the turn now. I can't cast any spells anyway due to the Trinisphere, so there's no reason to exile my top card. If they have their own Karn, I could be in trouble. Thought Nuts here. Okay. Alright. So it's not a perfect mirror. They do have some other stuff going on. Do I want to make... Oh, I can't make a construct. I don't have the mana for it. So I'm going to have to just float one. Tutor up a key, probably. Yeah, I'm going to tutor up a key, because that represents the most mana. Play my City of Traders. Ancient Tomb on top of the deck. I can't get Lattice right now, because it's not lethal. I can get Ensnaring Bridge and try to just make sure I don't lose. I'm going to exile the Ancient Tomb, see if I can keep going. Key can untap Monolith, and then Monolith can cast Key, which keeps the velocity going. And then I can untap Monolith. Monolith is untapped now. And then I can get Mesmeric Orb. Do I want to... I'm going to get Ensnaring Bridge. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to get Ensnaring Bridge. And then cast Bridge. Bridge is in play. Then I'll untap my Monolith. Then I'm going to cast this Mesmeric Orb. Alright, cool. And I found an Echo on top. I'm going to mill at least one Echo next turn. I don't know if this Orb is helping them. Okay, they're Eldrazi Post. This is not actually a mirror at all. I'm a combo deck, they're a prison deck. If they have Karn in their deck, I could be in trouble. They have a Glimmer Post. And Golos. Alright. Here we go. Here we go, Los. Blast Zone. Okay, yeah, that can jack up my keys next turn. If I don't win the game before then. So I mill a bunch of things. There's no instants in the deck, so there's no reason to hold priority at all. Mox Opal. God, this Trinisphere sucks. Can I remove Trinisphere? I can animate Trinisphere with Karn, but I don't have a way to kill it. So that doesn't actually matter. I don't currently have a blue source. I'm going to have to cast this Mox Opal just to get a spin. Okay. Start the untapping. Oh, wait. I lose my Opal if I untap. Shit. Well, that is what it is. Can't play this game without mana. Defense Grid, I'm not interested in. Make 3, untap. Monolith, I get to mill the Defense Grid. Looking for green sources here, or blue sources. This pays for itself, so I might as well cast it. Then 3, untap, mill another Echo, another Orb. What does that do? Probably nothing. Nothing important anyway. I can exile Orb. Second Karn. Are you good? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana, which is enough to get a 4 cost card. Ballista for 2. That's just short. I can almost kill the Trinisphere. I could get Reservoir into play and try to dome them in the future. They get to kill all my keys this turn, which is obviously not ideal. Is there... Oh, I can wish for a Lion's Eye Diamond. and get an Echo off. Maybe that's good. I'm going to animate their Trinisphere, and then I'm going to cast my Karn. In case I find a way to kill this Trinisphere this turn as a creature, just want that available. Keep this one. Oh, there's a Lion's Eye Diamond on top. I don't even need to use my Karn yet. That's pretty nice. LED. Running out of mana pretty quick here, but hopefully the Echo can get me where I want to be. Echo, leaving blue floating. And I did not get where I want to be. I found a Saga, which will kill my city if I play it. And now my hand is huge for the Ensnaring Bridge. I might have just jacked that up real bad. Okay, yeah, Trinisphere is a problem. Who knew? Gigantic fucking problem. Yeah, I'm like 1 key short of doing anything that I actually want to do here. Yeah, 1 mana short, 1 key short. I think I would just lose now. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can kill Karn and all my shit this turn. If I animate one of my creatures, I can block something, or one of my artifacts, I can block something. I could animate Ensnaring Bridge, though I would like to empty my hand next turn. Yeah, mistakes were made here. Making sure I don't have a way to tap Trinisphere, and I don't. I think I just have to pass. Well, I'm going to activate Karn, obviously, but I need to pass also. I think I'm going to animate my Ensnaring Bridge, just as, or I'll animate Mesmeric Orb, just as a chump blocker, and then pass the turn. Ouch. That was bad. Fucking Trinisphere. They're milling multiple Karns and an Endbringer. They have 8 mana here for Eldrazi spells. Thought-Knot Seer is really good. And they have exactly enough mana to Thought-Knot Seer plus activate Blast Zone, so they can take this key and then kill the rest of them. And then it's going to be hard to do anything. They exiled Mystic Forge. I'm a little surprised by that. Everything is attacking Karn, but Trinisphere is tapped now. Yeah, okay. Karn's dead. You got him. All right. Coast is clear. There's 2 of these in the graveyard and another one in their hand. All right, now I'm dead. They don't even need Trinisphere. I just can't do anything. I was so excited. I thought we did it. I guess I'll take a draw step and see what happens, though. I'm pretty sure I'm just completely cold to this. Yeah, I can just play a bunch of artifacts and then... Or I can Urza Saga over several turns. Ensnaring Bridge is still in play. Can I get my hand low enough? Yeah, I can dump all this stuff at least. So float 2, Urza Saga is in play. City's gone. Lion's Eye Diamond, Grim Monolith, Manifold Key. Okay. Only Golos can attack now. And they're just gonna lattice me next turn. But Mesmeric Orb's still in play. I don't know. Who knows what the hell's happening? Oh, they have Emrakul in their deck. Alright. Now I'm definitely dead. There's the lattice. Okay, yeah, we're done. Alright, you got me. Yeah, my turn 1 was just a little short, and they had a Trinisphere, and that was that. Echoing Truth is coming in, Defense Grid is coming out, and that's going to be my whole sideboard plan. All right, let's go. The good news is I'm on the play, and this is not a deck that's going to interact with me. They might have like Mindbreak Traps, but Mindbreak Trap is a non-bow with Trinisphere. I guess it just depends on how dedicated they are to beating turn 1 combo decks. I'm on the play, of course, and this hand is not good. It doesn't accelerate, doesn't really explode the way that I need it to. I can Echo here. I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to go... Unfortunately, so I am going to keep this and put Mystic Forge back in my deck. Unfortunately, this hand plays into Mindbreak Trap in a way that... Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Well, here is Grim Monolith and Lion's Eye Diamond. And I'll pass. I can still Mystic Forge this turn. There's their Monolith. They've turned off Echo, but not my other stuff. Ooh, is Karn? Or... I could just spew my Forge and go all in on Karn I think that's what I'm gonna do. Here's Karn, and then I'm gonna make blue, blue, blue. It doesn't matter what color I make, but I'm just making a color. And then wishing for the coding. And here's coding. Their Grim Monolith is off. And I can Rishadan Port their Ancient Tomb and then destroy it on my next turn. They have no mana, but they are a fast mana deck, though a lot of that mana is artifacts. They have Cloud Post Go. Saga is a medium draw, I guess. I think I'd rather destroy the Ancient Tomb, though Cloud Post could also tap for 2 next turn. I'm gonna go for the Tomb and not just knock it out. I can't. Monolith costs 4 to untap, so I'm just gonna hold on to the Saga for now. Though tutoring up Key in multiple turns from now could be pretty great. Alright, fine. I'll play Saga. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually do anything, except maybe tutor several turns from now. Cascading Cataracts. Oh, indestructible. Luckily, that doesn't matter. I don't plan on destroying it. I plan on putting it in the graveyard as a state-based action. So, Saga will pop next turn. I'm just going to keep coding their shit. I can plus on the Chalice at any point and remove it. They'll eventually run out of land drops and then I win. I'm the control deck now. Okay. They've missed a land drop. Now the game should end. Float 1. Tutor up a Manifold Key. Manifold Key is just same thing as Voltaic Key, but might make a construct unblockable at some point. Alright, that's an artifact in the graveyard. And now I believe the game is over. A 0/0 creature being put in the graveyard is not destroying it. It is putting it in the graveyard, which is a fundamentally different thing according to the Magic rules. That's why that works. Okay. Monolith. Tap for Monolith. Monolith. Mystic Forge. I'm doing it in this order to play around Mindbreak Trap. And it's gonna zap this. Probably should have untapped when I had mana around. I don't mind drawing an island, I don't think. Oh yeah, I need an island for the first mana to get things rolling. Yeah, just a clean little Karn control win. My sideboard doesn't change. I am on the draw now, which makes everything suck. But there's no change to my sideboard. Seeing Leyline means that I am less likely to keep a hand that's all in on Echo. Just having a Karn or Forge is going to be pretty important. They could have Chalice on 0. They have so many messed up things they can do. This is a turn 1 Basalt Monolith, which doesn't really do anything, but it's a turn 2 Karn, which is one of the most important cards. I'm going to keep this. And it's risky. It's bad against Trinisphere, bad against Chalice, bad against Karn. But we're on the draw. That's how it's going to be. No Leyline this game. I think they realized it doesn't matter, or it's not worth mulling to at least. Ancient Tomb for Chalice on 1. Okay, that keeps my keys out of play, but it lets me deploy my fast mana. Ancient Tomb is pretty interesting. I was going to play Saga, but if I Ancient Tomb, I can Karn next turn. I can Karn next turn with Lotus Petal also. Okay, I'm going to Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, and I'm going to play Monolith. That doesn't ramp me this turn, but it does ramp me considerably next turn. I have Thought Not Seer Beat because I have 2 of my important card. And it's still a creature in play, but at least they don't get to strip me of the clutch Karn. It'll be an interesting choice if they decide to work through the Karns or take the Echo, because Karn can wish for Lion's Eye Diamond. Funny story, I'm recording this on a Wednesday morning, trying to sneak in before the scheduled downtime, and I picked this deck because I thought it would be fast. And here we are, 30 minutes into match number 1 in this goofball Ancient Tomb Prison Mirror. Fast mana was a good draw. So I have this, the Tomb taps for this, which makes 3, so I have 8 mana right now. I think I want to play Saga and get Ensnaring Bridge. Setting up the Saga is pretty nice. Protecting Karn is also nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is exactly how that works. 2, 3, 4. Karn. Get Ensnaring Bridge. Bridge, 1, 2, 3, bridge. Now the Saga is representing creatures that are bigger than theirs, and also it'll get a key into play under the Chalice. But I suspect the Chalice will be dead next turn from Karn anyway. So Walking Ballista, okay, Endbringer. That's definitely better than Ballista, because Ballista has no text. It's just an XX creature. Ooh. No blue source to go with that, but that is a really good card. Oh, can I Lattice this turn? I have 5 mana in play. I can wish for Lion's Eye Diamond with this Karn. That'll give me 8 mana, so no. Not even close. I can do it next turn when the Saga gets a key, though. I think I want to wish for the... Oh shit, I just let Karn die. Whoops. Yeah, Endbringer's pretty good. Yeah, fuck that one up. It's alright, we'll figure it out. I can get Reservoir and plan to try to win next turn. Yeah, I messed this up. The Endbringer can just ping Karn, and then I can't do anything. I'm getting Reservoir. Let's go. Alright. I have my backup Karn. I can tutor up a key next turn. Just hope they don't, like, Ulamog me or some bullshit this turn. Glimmer Post. They have 7 mana for Eldrazi, or 5 mana for normal spells. I could get Mox Opal with Urza Saga also if I want blue mana. If I need to Echoing Truth something, that is an emergency release button. Yeah, I definitely messed up last turn by putting Karn to 1. Okay, they went for draw cards mode. They can still ping Karn in my upkeep, so it's not like that's a huge deal. Chronosphere is a good one. Endbringer untaps. Let's see if I make it into my main phase with Karn. Nope. Alright, Karn's dead. They saw the line. Orb. Do I want to float mana or make a construct? I don't think a construct does anything for this board state, so I'm going to float mana and get key, a manifold key, and then 1, 2. Let's just make sure that untap my Grim Monolith. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's that other Karn that they already knew about. Gain a life from that. And then they can ping it twice, so I can wish for the coding. Do life from that. And then I'm gonna pass. And I want to, whatever I coat, they're probably gonna tap for mana. I probably should have went after Ancient Tomb for that reason, because this lets them just draw a card for 1 instead of for 2 mana. Yeah, little mistakes being made here for sure. Deck is tough to play. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I am under 5 minutes on my clock and they have 15, so I've clearly been spending more time than I realized making all my game actions. 7 mana for Eldrazi again, 5 mana for normal cards. Definitely should have coded the Ancient Tomb. Sorcerer's Spyglass, that's rough. So I can't Karn anymore, or maybe I can't key anymore. I don't know, I have a lot of activated abilities in play right now. Yeah, they named Karn. That makes a lot of sense. That's probably what I would have named too. Island? Oh, Mox Opal might be even better. So, 1, 2, some mana for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can take the 2, that doesn't really matter. There's Opal. Now I have blue. And turning things into artifacts mostly doesn't matter at this point, unless I bounce their Spyglass, but that buys me like 1 turn to do anything. And maybe I'm just supposed to hold my horses and pass here. The Endbringer can work the Karn down. Endbringer has actually been a huge problem right now. I only have 4 mana to play with, which is not enough to do everything I want to do. Okay, I'm going to pass. Time to see if they want to... Okay, they are taking the time to ping down Karn instead of draw extra cards. Gonna coat their tomb. This still works even though Karn can't be activated. Its statics are still in play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, 1 more damage to Karn. How can I use this Ancient Tomb, or this Echoing Truth the best? Golos. I'm in some trouble next turn for sure. Well, Karn's already dead, so I should probably just target Trinisphere and try to YOLO. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Bounce the Trinisphere and hope for the best. Mesmeric Orb is pretty strong. Karn's dead immediately. Let's find an Echo. What do you say, deck? Then speak to E, tap Monolith. Oh, I guess I'm guaranteed to find an Echo, aren't I? Because I have the combo. So 3, untap this. If I have time to do this is the trick. I have 3 minutes to click through this now. Always yield to that. Okay, here we go. I have the win. It's just, can I do it in 2.5 minutes? Okay, I found an Echo. It's time to just do it. I don't have the luxury of milling through my deck. All right, Reservoir. Let's go. New Mox Opal. Trigger. Keep this one. I have 2 mana. Grim Monolith. Seal to this. Then 1, 2, or play my land for the turn. Lose the city, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce. Chalice. Then I get to Voltaic Key, which can untap Basalt Monolith. I mean, this is the combo. It's got to find another Echo. Stressful stuff. Come on, deck. Help me out here. 1 minute to go. There's an Echo. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Blue. I have 41 life. All right, we're going to do it. 49 life. 58 life. Pay 50, zap you for 20. Woo. That was a lot more exciting than I thought it was going to be. GG's. On to the next round. I'm on the play with kind of an Exploder. I'm going to keep it and just hope they're not a Force of Will deck. I'm going to put my hand into play. Maybe I can bait them with some of this mana. Like if they force Grim Monolith, then the Echo gets to ride. But I don't think they're going to fall for that. Monolith makes Monolith. Monolith also makes Monolith. And LED make blue, 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 colorless, colorless, colorless. Even if they counter the Echo, I can just untap the Monolith with my 3 mana. So floating that is basically free. Okay. That resolved. We'll pull. Battle. Do I want to sneak my Monolith in here? I guess if I'm swinging for the fences, I might as well. Monolith. 4 mana. Here's Karn. How'd we do? I could wish for LED and take another spin. Yeah, sure. So I will. Lion's Eye Diamond. Blue, blue, blue. Here go. They had a counter spell, they would have pointed it at Karn. Then another diamond. Alright, they've conceded. I actually have the combo here. I can untap Monolith, play Mesmeric Orb, untap my other Monolith, mill my deck, and start going. Pretty sure there's enough mana there, but I don't need to figure it out because they conceded. Got that turn 1. And I don't know what I'm playing against. I could split the difference, like have 2 defense grids in the board, 2 truths in the main. I think that's kind of a safe hedge, because I can wish for a defense grid with Karn, but if Karn's already in play, then I clearly don't need defense grid. I'm actually going to go the other direction. They saw 14 cards on turn 1, and without a Force of Will among them, or Force of Negation. So I'm just going to bet that they're not a deck that does that, and leave in 1 defense grid, just in case, and the Echoing Truths. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to commit to them not being a counterspell deck. And if they are, then good job, me. Nice turn 1 kill. If you lack sideboarding information because you turn 1 killed your opponent, that's a reasonable problem to have. This hand does what? Slightly interactive. It's really slow. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay. Yeah, this has a shitload of mana. It doesn't have a payoff yet, but I'm willing to gamble. I think I'm going to send one of the keys. Keep the Echoing Truth just in case. Bloodstained Mire. Okay, so it is a combo deck. Probably the Epic Storm. That would be my guess. Bloodstained Mire for Volcanic Island after conceding game 1 with no interaction. That feels like the Epic Storm to me. Draw Karn. Epic Storm can't beat that card. Oh, can I get... I can't get Monolith in play this turn. I'm gonna play Key, Diamond, Opal, other Key, and just be ready for next turn when I easily draw Karn and win the game. This was definitely a kind of scientific keep. Like, I have so much mana, explodey levels of mana. Oh wow, really? This is not the Epic Storm. Maybe it was just an unlucky Delver player. Okay, here's Grim Monolith. Force of Negation, sure, deal. It's weird, I have so much mana already. Why would that be the card you Force of Negate? Pitching Brainstorm no less after missing a land drop. I don't know. Interesting. I guess I have 2 keys. That does represent, like, literally oodles of mana. I milled a Wasteland. That's nice. Most of my draws are really soft to Wasteland, but I just have 2 basics in play right now. And we are just playing against Blue-Red Delver. Who knew? They did not shuffle their Ponder. Oh, that's sick. Just Echoing Truth 2 creatures next turn. If I care about that. How about a payoff? Not a payoff. Alright. Do I just main phase this Echoing Truth so they don't get any value off of the double Surveil? Put those in your hand. Oh, Force of Will that. They're really going for it here. Force pitching Brainstorm. Alright. Milda Murktide, Milda Wasteland. I'm on a 3-turn clock, so I get 2 more draw steps before I'm dead to this board. Progressive Iteration, always a good card. Baleful Strix. Okay, they're a Grixis deck. Alright. The Echoing Truths are going out, the defense grids are going back in, and we're on the play for game 3. There might be a universe where I still win this game. Like, if they are out of gas and I just draw, like, Karn right now, we may never know. Here's Manifold Key. Okay. They get to attack me to 5. I get 1 more draw step this game. And Moment of Truth. Shit. Okay. That one didn't go to plan. Maybe I shouldn't keep hands without a plan. Definitely Defense Grid coming back in. See you later, Echoing Truth. Hello, Defense Grid. They did a good job pretending they were a different deck by not doing anything in game 1. Yeah, that keep I just made. I have 12 bangers. Karn, Mystic Forge, and Echo of Eons I would consider bangers. And like Mesmeric Orb would have shredded through my deck pretty quick. Still, obviously, it didn't work out, but I don't know if it was as bad as it seemed. Here's an Echo that I can't get in the graveyard. I have a pretty big Walking Ballista. I could just have a 2/2 Ballista and take my time finding Echo. I could also mulligan looking for Defense Grid. I think that's better. Alright, I found Defense Grid. Let's keep this. And send probably one of the keys to the bottom. This is pretty awkward, because if I lead on Defense Grid, then I don't necessarily have mana to cast my Monolith. If I lead on Monolith and they counter it, I'm in trouble. I'm going to bottom one of the keys, and I'm going to lead on Monolith. See how aggressive they want to force it. So showing them Petal, that this is how I'm casting Monolith, gives them a lot of information. Please resolve, please resolve, please resolve, please resolve. Shit. Okay. It seems my opponent knows what's important in this matchup. I need to draw Ancient Tomb. I have a Ragavan. How about Ancient Tomb? Mystic Forge. Not even close. Okay. Looks like we're dead. The Saga's going to have to tutor up Mox Opal. The same hand with Ancient Tomb instead of Urza Saga is really good, because I get to lead on the grid, test their hand. They have to force that, and then I get to do stuff with the next turn. Ooh, please cast that. Please cast Mesmeric Orb. They're probably doing the math of, like, Murktide Regents in my deck. Nope, didn't fall for it. Oh no. Oh no, that's actually fine. That's actually better than having to tutor for one, because now I can tutor for a different artifact and actually have Metalcraft. I probably want Lion's Eye Diamond to maximize my potential here. So if I get Lotus Petal, I could theoretically cast Karn, though. Is that even true? 1, 2, 3. No, I have 3 mana. Still not close to where I need to be. I'm going to get Lion's Eye Diamond in case I draw the the other thing ever. Echo. Here's Defense Grid. So Ragavan is pulling them out ahead of Defense Grid pretty effectively here. Just all of these treasures will eventually pay for Force of Wills. Force Pitching Days. Okay. Echo is my only good draw at this point. Even drawing Ancient Tomb isn't enough to get either of these spells onto the stack. So I really need to draw Echo, and it has to resolve. There's one. Please cast it. Awkwardly, if they ever steal a Karn, I can never, ever, ever win. Oh, here's another Manifold Key. I can't even cast Grim Monolith if I find it. Another hit from Ragavan. They can now hard cast Force of Will. Drawing to 3 Echoes left. And Ragavan took one. That's weird. Do they know that's a legend? Oh, they must have Murktide Regent? Or what? Like what? Why would they do that? I don't understand. That was a good draw if they don't have Wasteland. If I can activate that next turn and make a construct, that's actually enormous, both like in gameplay implications and the size of the construct itself. It's all enormous. Maybe they'll dash a third Ragavan. God. Oh, this is Meltdown for sure. That's the only reason they'd spend their treasures first. Yeah, alright. I'm done with this game. Wait, nope. I guess it can't be done with this game. I'm gonna let that happen. If I draw Ancient Tomb and can make something to block the Ragavan this turn, then if I can like construct into tutor for something, there might still be a game here. They took a second Echo. Get out of here. Well, I didn't want it at this point. At least one of us is good at drawing my Echoes. Guess I'll keep making my land drops. Even though I'm not hopeful. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Alright, the clock just got a lot faster. Went from a 5-turn clock to a 2-turn clock. So casting that pre-combat means if they hit Karn right now, they might not be able to cast it. They hit Island. How'd we do? Draw step is Voltaic Key. Means I have to float mana with this one. Probably just have to get Lotus Petal. Because I can't get a third thing into play. Yeah, I'm gonna get Lotus Petal. Then make a construct, I guess. Oh, this is bad. So bad. Take 3. Wow, this sucks. Yeah, Meltdown. Hell of a card. If this was a 5-5, maybe we'd still have a game, but obviously it is not. Do I even block? I think I block. Yeah, I'll block, and then I have to draw Echo for turn, and I have to tutor up Lion's Eye Diamond, and it all has to resolve. That's the only way that I can still do anything this game. Echo off the top. Nope. Okay, we're dead. That was a stern beating. Delver doing what Delver does. Ouch. Yeah, never got off the ground with that one. We're about halfway through the video, so let me just remind you that if you like this deck and you want to try it out, you can use the code BoshNRoll to support the channel while you shop for cards at tcgplayer.com, and you can play any deck anytime with cardhoarder.com loan account on Magic Online. These links are in the video description below. Now back to the league. My opponent has Jegantha the Wellspring here in the beginning of round 3. I'm on the draw. Jegantha tends to be in lands decks. Can I have like a turn 2 Karn here. I'm going to keep this. Karn is probably pretty strong against a Jegantha deck. Verdant Catacombs, Mox Diamond, Scrubland. Okay, this isn't lands, but it's not lands either. I can't turn 1 this Karn, right? 0, 0. Yeah, Ballista would just die. I have 3 mana right now, and more mana next turn. I could get my Saga chunking. Yeah, I'm actually going to commit the Saga, because even if they have Wasteland, I still have 4 mana next turn. And I'm going to run out all my artifacts right now. Turn on my Opal. Make them know I'm serious. If they have like Abrupt Decay or something, they could take out my Opal here. Okay, targeting Key. Interesting. Alright, I guess that also turns off Opal. If they have Wasteland, now I don't have Karn next turn. Unless I draw another 0. Ooh, a Brainstorm Abrupt Decay Mox Diamond deck with Jegantha. This is something. Oh, and also Scrubland. So, black, white, green, and blue all confirmed. Zenith for 0. Right Arbor and Wasteland. Okay. Yeah, this hand turned out to be pretty disruptive. How about Lion's Eye Diamond off the top? Mesmeric Orb. Do I want that? Do I want them milling? This has to be a loam deck. Probably has Uro in it as well. If I orb, it turns on my Opal for next turn. Yeah, I do want to orb. If I can get this Karn into play and plunk their Mox Diamond, things get pretty exciting. Crop rotation's gone. Loam is in the graveyard. Great. Yep, that's the thing I was worried about. There it is. It just happened. They didn't dredge it, though. And that Wasteland is pretty juicy. So they must have a different plan. Okay, so crop rotation gets Merit Lage, and then I die. Karn was milled. Defense Grid in my hand. I don't think I need that. 4 mana. I don't have enough mana to do what I want to do here. Yeah, crop rotation is the thing that makes sense here. Can I beat that? Don't have the Echo. I don't have enough mana. I have 5 mana. I need 7 to get Ensnaring Bridge. Can't wish for Echoing Truth, unfortunately. I don't think this game is going to go where I want it to. I will cast my Karn and give them the opportunity to not make Merit Lage in response, because if I can turn off the Mox Diamond, then like I am kind of making it now or never with the Karn on the stack. Nope. They figured it out. Okay. That was pretty strong. They were able to just perfectly disrupt me twice and make a turn 3 Merit Lage. Good start. Let me just check my sideboard one more time. There's nothing there, but I have to be sure. Okay. Yep, dead. All right, fine. I think Echoing Truth is going to be better than Defense Grid. And crop rotation can do stuff, but they're going to have permanent based hate. They're going to have Merit Lage to kill me with. This is what I'd rather be doing. This hand doesn't do anything. I don't have the mana for this Echo. This hand does what? As a, it doesn't even have a turn 2 Mystic Forge. I can't turn on this Opal. Gonna keep going. Come on, deck. Alright, nothing there. So I eventually have to keep something. I'm gonna put Ballista in the deck. One of the keys and the Echoing Truth. That's as good as that's gonna get. That was not very good though. I need to start like spinning into an Echo. That's my plan for this game. City of Traders, Mesmeric Orb, Lotus Petal. Well, TNK can untap itself. So I do have some in end step mill 1, and then I'll mill 3 more in my upkeep. Then being able to crop rotate for Bajuka Bog kind of sucks. Gadok Teague. Literally can't beat that card. That's not true. I can beat it with exactly Walking Ballista. Oh, mill 1 there. Yeah, couldn't cast that card anyway. Got him. Salt Monolith. Well, I mean, there's the whole combo, except Gadok Teague is unbeatable. Do I have anything for this? The Echoing Truths are in the deck. Okay. I do have stuff for that. Do I have anything that comes out of the graveyard to deal with that, though? I don't think so. Witherbloom Command, Brainstorm. Might be the best turn 1 Jury Step I've ever seen. Rack Sage, fuck. Okay, my plan is to mill myself until I have an Echo in the graveyard. So when I draw Echoing Truth, I can at least do something right away. How about Gadok Teague, folks? That was pretty messed up. Uncool. Okay, there's an Echo of Eons. Do they have Surgical Extraction also? Just shut me down. Alright, let's draw Echoing Truth and play this game, please. Echoing Truth, Walking Ballista? Nope, none of the above. Oh, I know Ballista's on the bottom, don't I? I bottomed it off the mulligan, and my deck doesn't shuffle, other than Urza Saga. Decay that. Yep, it's gone. Raftigur's Cage, fuck. Okay. Alright, okay. I am slain. You got me. Yeah, I wasn't strong enough on turn 1 or 2, and the fact that they made it to turn 2 on the draw without me doing anything unbeatable, that's not where I need to be against these non-blue decks, so GG. I am on the draw in round number 4 with turn 2 Mystic Forge. I'm going to keep this. I wish I was on the play, obviously, but on the draw, Grim Monolith is a banger. Lion's Eye Diamond's a banger. There's a lot of really good top decks right now. That wasn't one of them. Do I want to get this key into play at the cost of 2 life? Yeah, I think I do. A little awkward that I have to take 2 damage when I could have played it without taking 2 damage, but if I want to actually set up for next turn, it is necessary. Playing against a Verdant Catacombs deck, so it's probably Storm. Or Doomsday, or... I keep saying that and then being surprised when people are on fair decks. That's interesting. Do I want to bet that they're Storm and just jam my Forge, or continue developing? I'm actually going to play Saga and Defense Grid. Let Saga start working, because it can tutor a Lion's Eye Diamond several turns from now. Are they going to decay my key in response to this? Or are they brainstorming? What's the plan? Ice Fang Coatl, perhaps? Okay, it is Ice Fang Coatl. You got it. Alright, well that's in. Let's hope for a good next turn. Hope to survive to next turn. If this is Food Chain, we might be dead right now. Brainstorm. Okay, we're not getting Food Chained. We could Abrupt Decay Defense Grid, and then I'm just doing nothing. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I would like one gigantic turn to operate with impunity, please. Misty Rainforest, Kraken the Fetch, Moment of Truth. If they play Collector Roof, I'm quitting Magic. Okay, just Abrupt Decay. Annoying, but I don't have to quit Magic. The channel will survive at least another day. Lion's Eye Diamond's probably my best draw. I can lean into having the most mana forever, or I can play City of Traders. That's a bet on how many more turns I think this game is going to last. Whatever. Here's Mystic Forge. Please don't counter it. Ooh, it resolved. Lotus Petal. I'm going to cast the Orb. Card is really good. Exile, Ancient Tomb, try to find a 0. Or, alright, well, I don't get that card. It's going to get milled. We are setting up the combo here. They get to mill 4. Burrow's got to be in this deck, right? Oh, Aloran is in this deck, and we just milled one. Yeah, we could lose right now. They started off with a Brainstorm. That means we're not getting Aloran this turn. That card costs 4. And that's what turn it is. Another Brainstorm. Ooh, this looks kind of desperate. So if they can destroy my Forge or my Orb, like I do have 2 engines in play right now. So they need 2 points of interaction to beat it. Them having Endurance in their deck means that milling them out with Orb isn't really a thing. I don't know if that ever happens. Like, do games ever just go into holding patterns where your opponent dies to Mesmeric Orb? Ooh, Living Wish. Are they setting up a win for next turn? Okay, yeah, they just wished for a Serac. I guess I better win, or at least cast an Echo of Eons this turn. So 4 things get milled. None of them were Echoes. I don't want to draw Defense Grid. Do I want to draw Defense Grid? Yeah, maybe I do. I'll take Defense Grid. And then I'm going to float 1 and tutor for Lion's Eye Diamond. That locks in the profits for the Echo. Well, here's Defense Grid. I'm going to start with that. Put their hand to the test. Okay, the coast is clear. Now it's time to do stuff. Ooh, just chaining 3 LEDs off the top is not too shabby. Do I want to play a land out of this hand or take a spin, see where it goes? I guess I'm going to make blue, 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 blue. Maybe I leave 1 LED still here in case I draw an Echo. Do I need another Mesmeric Orb in play? I don't think so. Okay. Just going to cast this. So that gets rid of the Serac that they just wished for. It's in their deck now. Lion's Eye Diamond. I have to exile this Ancient Tomb from the top of my deck. Petal plays. E plays. I'm gonna... Oh, I have the combo. There's a Basalt Monolith literally just sitting in my hand. 1, 2, 2, 3. Here's Basalt Monolith. Would you like to concede? Here's Manifold Key. Here's Grim Monolith. Here's Mox Opal. And now it's time to just mill cards until I'm happy. So I get to cast every 0 and mill every card I don't want. This is the combo. There's a Karn. That's a really good card. I'm going to make blue, keep the second opal. 1, 2, 3. Here's Karn. Would you like to concede? Nope, still not interested. You got it. Another Mystic Forge. Don't need that. The first one's already doing that work. Monolith. That does net mana, so I'll cast it. 3. Untap. That's awkward. The way Magic Online works, it seems like if I have more than 3 mana floating, I have to decide what mana I'm clicking on, so leaving exactly 3 in the pool results in victory. Or I can click twice instead of 4 times per untap. Okay. Walking Ballista's here. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 mana, 18 mana, which is not enough. But I can cast the Ballista. Alright, I'll play Saga from hand. I lose my city, but I was done with it. Yeah, if I Ballista for 1 and then Lattice, so I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, get Lattice. This isn't as sexy as killing with Reservoir, which I think I could have done here pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ballista. Best Ballista for 2. And your creature. And now I win. Alright. Most decks can't beat this. And I'll draw an Echo before I mill myself. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards are untapping this turn. I have 26 cards in my deck. No problem. Opponent made a land drop and passed the turn. Maybe they don't know how this works. Okay. Turn Lattice into a 6/6. And attack you for 7. Then 1, 2, 3. Make a construct. And you're very dead on board. Cool. I had an extra mana to cast this Manifold Key. It just doesn't matter. I'm trying to end the game with some clock left over. 3, draw. And float 1. Get a key. And then I'll just attack with my things. The 17/17 will handle it. Nice. Thanks, Defense Grid. It's kind of weird there's no Pithing Needle or Spyglass or Phyrexian Revoker or anything of the sort in the sideboard. That seems like it would make sense in the Wish board. Like naming Cavern Harpy could be a win or lose situation against this deck. But whatever. I think I just put the same cards back in. Here they are. We're both a combo deck that wants to win with a 4 mana card, but I accelerate better than they do, but they disrupt better than I do. So this is sort of going to be a slugfest. My hand can do what? I can go Saga, Opal, Key. Next turn, and this isn't going anywhere particularly quickly. So I have a lot of banger draws. I am going to keep this. This has a ton of mana and a defense grid. Let's do it. If I draw Lion's Eye Diamond, I might win on the spot. Because I get to go grid into Echo. Is that even true? Maybe that's not true. No, I think I'm still an artifact short of doing all that in one turn. Birds of Paradise, the Nut Draw. From Monolith again. Saga. Key. And pass the turn. Yeah, this hand might have been riskier than I thought. Like, even if I get to turn 2, there's some weird stuff going on here. And I have to play into an Abrupt Decay in a way that kind of sucks. I'd really like just a land this turn. Ideally a soul land, but I wouldn't be picky about basic island. They did not shuffle their Ponder. Ah, fuck. I'm getting punished. Probably deserve it. Another key. Is there even a reason to play the Opal? I don't think there is. Yeah, this hand needed another mana source that I didn't calculate for properly. Subcoatl. I could just lose to Alurin right now. I have shown them blue cards and blue mana. Maybe they'll give me a little respect for Force of Will. Okay, I'm not getting Alurin this turn. I can do the grid LED thing this turn, though. That is available to me. Unless they abrupt decay one of my keys right now. Then I'm dead. Living Wish, okay. Sarak again, they're setting up for next turn. Deal. Come on, deck. It's time to give me an Ancient Tomb. Lion's Eye Diamond, okay. Finding the LED straight up is nice, because now I get to tutor for... Oh shit, what's all this? Oh, are they just fetching in case it's Pithing Needle? Okay, now I get to get a Mox Opal, and I get extra mana out of the deal, because I don't need to find LED, because I already have it. Make blue, and I'll play around Daze, because I can. I don't think they're a Daze deck, but I'll respect it. Rim Monolith, go. This tests the same way Defense Grid does. Like, if they have two forces, they could have Force Grid and this. But my plan is to spin this turn. Okay, they do have the Force. Force pitching Brainstorm, deployed. LED, time to Echo. They have two forces and a Lauren. Brainstorm in response, that's pretty good. I have to assume their hand is a Lauren, a Sarak, right? Or at least it was pre-Brainstorm. Okay, my spell's resolved. I can land, I can Defense Grid, or I could try to ramp. I think I want a grid. Just spend a turn investing, because I'm not sure I'm going to get another turn. Like, I just gave them 7 cards. If they have the combo kill, I think I'm beat anyway. Force pitching Uro, okay. I do anything with the rest of this. Cool. Alright. Pass the turn. Oh, I can play out one of my keys. That's what I should do. Okay. Don't kill me. Brainstorm. They still have their land drop, so I could still get a lure in this turn. Land number 4. Birds of Paradise, deal. You got it. Taking my point from the Coatl. Still have 4 cards over there. Kind of a lot. Here's Urza Saga. And how do you feel about Basalt Monolith? Feel like it resolves. So 3 mana, untap it. So they could abrupt decay, but I can untap it again in response and still get 4 mana. 3. I don't think I need to untap it before I cast my spell. I have enough mana to key twice. Alright, we're in there. Echo. Don't have a way to get that into my graveyard right now. I can exile it, hope for the best, or I can just pass the turn, clench my cheeks, and try to Echo and win next turn with these 2 LEDs. Kind of hope they do abrupt decay here. Just one less card in their hand for me to think about. Alright, cool. Decay happens. I'll play one of my diamonds, leave the other out, and then, yeah, there it is. Go. Please don't kill me. They didn't kill me last turn. They also didn't shuffle their Brainstorm when they could have. Uh-oh. Don't like this. Attacking for 1. Okay. Cavern Harpy. Okay, so they're doing a slow value Harpy line, picking up the Coatl to draw another card. They can draw 2 cards this turn. Cast Coatl, pay a life. Oh no, they can... That's the end of the line for them. I thought they had 1 more, but they would have to spin 2 for the Harpy and then 2 more for the Coatl as well. Okay, here we go. I have Echo in hand, LED available. I can try to forge. I think I want to forge first. Exile this Saga. Monolith's a good one. Grim Monolith. Let's go. I hope they counter this. That would be crazy good. I think it's time to spin the Echo. Because I can untap Mystic Forge a couple times still this turn. But I'd rather see where I can get on this Echo before I do that. I'd rather be making mana than exiling cards. Ooh, Hardcast Force of Negation. Right. Okay. Now the choice is taken from me. Gonna untap my Forge. 1, 2, 3. They have 3 damage in play. Just gotta watch my life total. Lion's Eye Diamond go. Defense Grid. Nice of you to show up. Eventually. But I will cast it. Defense Grid. Untap this again. Exile. Mox Opal. Float blue before I cast the second one. Running out of steam here. This is my last key. Tap Forge again. Exile. Mystic Forge. Okay. I can work with that. Blue, blue, blue. Mana. Another Forge. Alright, there's Karn, who I can, in fact, cast. Blue, blue, blue. Color. Karn. What does Karn actually do here? I could wish for another Lion's Eye Diamond, but I don't think that matters. Yeah, I'm just a little bit short. I'm gonna exile this, see if I can find a Lion's Eye Diamond. Mesmeric Orb. And I have a Lion's Eye Diamond in my sideboard, right? Yeah. Okay. Wish for LED. There's the diamond. Here's diamond. Make blue, blue, blue. Cast Mesmeric Orb. Another orb on top. Okay. Party's over. Please don't kill me. They're gonna mill a bunch. I don't know if that helps them. Probably doesn't matter, but my Saga's popping off this turn, and I'm milling a zillion. Coatl, okay. Ponder, uh-oh. They have exactly 4 mana. They can attack Karn and make him dead. That's okay. He did his job, kinda. Was this the second main Aloran? Okay, just kill Karn and then win the game anyway. You got it. Yeah, they can draw 15 right now, which seems pretty likely to hit what they want to hit. I'll wait patiently and see if they find it. Okay, they have a Serac. I'm not going to make them click through this. That's a lot to click through on Magic Online. I don't have the patience for that. Okay, on the play for this final round, I don't think anything changes. Plan's still the plan. Let's do it. Definitely miscounted my mana at the beginning of that game, and I thought my subsequent turns were going to be better than they were. Like, I knew turn 1 was going to be kind of slow, but then I just like failed to understand that I couldn't bridge the gap into the later turns either. This hand does not produce any mana. Mulligan. This hand is very good. I'm going to keep this and put Mesmeric Orb on the bottom. And I'm going to go for a Grim Monolith and see how they feel about that. Grim Monolith. Please force it. Alright, they didn't force it. Well, do you have one of your many forces or not? Off we go. They didn't have it. That's lucky. 1, 2, 3. Basalt Monolith. Mox Opal. Lotus Petal. I can mill my whole deck right now. Like, that combo is set up, but I don't think it does anything. Like, without the Mystic Forge or LED available, I think I just go for Karn here. Wow, these cards are all just resolving. What's in my sideboard? What do I want? Probably grab the liquid metal coating. Just start shutting this game down. Grab the coating. Okay, go. And this is a 7-card hand they didn't keep. This is an Echo, so if it sucks, it sucks. And there's nothing they can do about it. Draw. Not the best draw. I can 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana. Karn can wish for a key. I believe there is 1 key in the sideboard of this deck. Oh, there's not a key in the sideboard of this deck. My mistake. I think I have to play the backup Saga and 1, 2 coding, 1, 2 orb, and I think I just want to plus Karn this turn on nothing. They're going to kind of play cat and mouse around this fetch land, but eventually they'll run out of fetch lands or need to cast a spell, and then I can start stripping. And my mill combo's in play. I can tutor up Lion's Eye Diamond here if I want to do that. The Saga popping off does threaten Pithing Needle, which would destroy this board of 2 polluted deltas. So that's a fun one. Maybe I can trick them into doing something weird by activating coding, even though it doesn't matter. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that didn't do anything. But it did trick them into fetching. I'll take it. Oh, orb triggers. Or brainstorming in response. Deal. That brainstorm must not have found what they wanted, because they have conceded the match. 2-2, on to the final round. I won the die roll, which is always the preferred state of things, and I have a turn 1 Karn, so I'm going to keep. Wonder if Karn or Forge is the better turn 1. That's actually kind of competitive, but I think it's Karn because the coding lock is just such a beating. And there are decks that just straight up lose to Karn, like most combo decks. Ooh. Force pitching Consider. Okay. So we're playing against Doomsday. Mesmeric Orb's probably pretty good against Doomsday. Cycled Street Wraith. Lotus Petal. Am I getting turn 1? Okay, no. Yikes. That was close. Alright, this is kind of awkward because I have to lose my city if I want to do anything, but I do think that I need to do stuff. City's gone. Here's Mesmeric Orb. Here's Voltaic Key. Yep, that's what I got. Mesmeric Orb's awkward because if they see it coming, they can set up a Doomsday pile that beats it. But I'm not gonna like not play it either. Okay. They didn't like the first Grim Monolith. How do they feel about the second one? They can daze it. Oh wow, force, pitching, force. That was a lot of forces in this hand. You got it. Oh, that's 3 mana that can cast Doomsday. That's shitty. They just die if I Echo of Eons, right? Because they only have 5 cards in their deck. Pretty sure. Oh wait, no, they still have a hand. But this particular opponent doesn't have a hand. But sometimes they do. So I think I just have to... I think I need to have Key tap and untap itself twice. And just really go for this Echo. I get 2 untap triggers in the upkeep. Show me an Echo, please. Ballista, LED, draw for turn. Okay. I can get Mox Opal and have 4 mana. Does Karn do anything? Does Forge do anything? I can tap and untap Key twice. Mill. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Untap another target. Oh, nope. They fixed it. Voltaic Key can untap other artifacts. This one only untaps itself. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'll search for Lion's Eye Diamond. LED is in play. Opal. Make blue. Untap this. Show me the Echo, please. Echo? Fence grid. Shit. Okay. That's not what I wanted. 1, 2. Sala, make a 4/4 and hope that they forgot about Mesmeric Orb when they made their pile. But literally, they just need to have Thassa's Oracle in the pile and they win. Yeah, cycling 2 wraiths is the same as drawing 2 wraiths. Yeah, shit. Yep. Frustrating. I had a lot of looks there. I wonder if Voltaic Key would have won that game. Like if I had 3 mills instead of 1. It's hard to really know. Because I've shuffled my deck in between. Okay, what do I do against Doomsday? I don't think I have a sideboard plan. I just have to go fast and hope it works. Yep. This is going to be tough. The fast combo deck with Force and Daze in it. This hand does what? Nothing. Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere I need it to go. This hand is even worse. This one has mana, needs a payoff. That's gone so well for me in the past. I'm going to send one of the Ancient Tombs to the bottom and the Mox Opal. See if they want to Force a Will Grim Monolith again. They do. Force of Negation, pitching Force a Will. Okay. Trying to sack and out anyway here. Sheldock Isle just in the hand. Fascinating. If they just found Emrakul in their top 5, I'm pretty upset about everything. So find a payoff, Walking Ballista. Alright. I'm gonna cast my 2/2 creature. Start beating down. They can't daze it. Played around it. This, if I get it up to 3, can kill Thassa's Oracle, which could become relevant if they go for an incomplete pile. Personal Tutor. Alright, they're looking for the Doomsday, setting that up for next turn. Mesmeric Orb would be a great draw right now. Mill that Doomsday. Alright, maybe I'm just supposed to cheese for damage right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna play LED and LED and Manifold Key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can just make this a 4/4 and attack. Is that lethal? Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Put a counter on this. Put a counter on this. So because of the way that Doomsday works, this is actually attacking for 6 because they're going to lose half their life next turn. But if they Doomsday and then immediately flip something brutal out of Shelldock Isle, like if they actually hit a banger out of that, then I might be dead. City, put a +1 counter on this again, and attack for 5. Now they're actually just dead if they cast Doomsday. They go to 5, and then I can ping them for 5. They need to answer Ballista, and then also Doomsday. And they couldn't do it. The little engine that could. On to game 3 where we're on the draw. Not feeling good about it, but here we are. Do I just want to main deck all 3 Mesmeric Orbs? Because that card is extremely powerful against Personal Tutor and can jack up Doomsdays in a way that's kind of interesting. Like, is that something I want to do? Is there a card that's worse than this in the deck? Space is so tight here. It seems unlikely that I'm going to find room for this card. Is it better than Defense Grid? I've been getting Force of Willed a lot, but they've been going after the monoliths, not necessarily the payoffs. Right, I'm going to switch a grid for an orb and just see how that suits me. Seeing the Personal Tutor makes me much more interested in Mesmeric Orb. If I can counter a tutor, like quote-unquote counter a tutor, by casting Mesmeric Orb after they've tutored, that's something I'm pretty interested in. This hand's weird, but I am going to keep it. It's not particularly explosive, but it's got, like, part of several different combos. Watery Grave. Is Doomsday just in the market for a 5th Underground Sea these days? Do they board into Death Shadow? Wow, that would be fucking sick. Just Doomsday for 4 Death Shadows. My life total's 3. Good luck. I'll take Key. I am interested in that. I'm going to play Lotus Petal to make sure I don't get dazed. And I'm going to pass from here. I don't think I want to jam the orb just yet. Brainstorm. Fetching. Ooh. Are we doing it? Come on, land. I'll take Key. Not the most exciting thing. Petal. I guess I have to go for Monolith here. If they have Force, they're going to force the orb or the Monolith either way. Okay, this is in. Manifold Key, go. And orb? Question mark? Ooh, it resolved. Nice Doomsday. Okay, I'm passing the turn. Just like we drew it up. They could Brainstorm in response and like get their Doomsday still, but it's going to mess up. Okay. Or they could do that. Well played. Held land, Edge of Autumn. They have Ballista and a lot of mana available. Yeah, if they go for one of these like halfway Doomsdays with an incomplete mill, and if can I hardcast Echo? I'm very close. I think I need a mana source to do that. It's like any mana source hardcast Echo here. Maybe I'll just draw Lion's Eye Diamond. Go into easy mode. Okay, what do we got? Milled, Mystic Forge, Drew, Defense Grid. Is that helpful? Okay. Untap Grim Monolith to start. It's definitely all roads lead in that direction. Great. There's the Lion's Eye Diamond. I needed you. You were the chosen one. Untap my Monolith again. I could just hit Echo naturally here. That did not happen. I can Walking Ballista and lose to Daze. Don't see a way around that. Okay, here's Ballista. Ballista's in play. They're going to mill 3, go down to 2. If they have a cantrip or cycler anywhere... Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, now I lose. The 1 blue short of casting Echo, which probably would have messed them up pretty good. Oh, they milled their Oracle. They just punt this, or do they have 2 Oracles? Okay, they have 2. Alright, fine. I can kill it, but it doesn't do anything, so... Alright, that was pretty close. That matchup seems horrible, but that was weirdly close. And we put up a 2-3 with Karn Echoes. This deck is clearly insanely powerful, but you do need to know how to mulligan. You do need to know how to count, basically. I definitely lost at least 1 game because I just failed to count how much mana was in my opening hand. And that's not a mistake you can make with this deck. I'm not sure if I like this better than the Urza Echo. Like, I really like Emery, Urza, just making decisions, being able to slow grind. That's just my play style. This one has probably a lot more raw power than the Urza Echo deck. Like, you're gonna have a lot more turn 1 and turn 2 effective wins than you will with that deck, but I like having that play a little more than the raw power. And this deck is very dead to a null rod. We had one Karn mirror where my opponent played Karn and we just never could do anything. A little concerned about that. This is a lot of fun though. Like I said, it won a PTQ. It's been endorsed by some serious players who have chosen to play it in real big tournaments. So there's a lot to like about this. It probably is really good at overpowering counterspells between the defense grid and all the payoffs. There's basically like, what, 16 must counters in this deck, which is a pretty high threat density for real. With Urza Saga picking up the slack. We didn't have a lot of Urza Saga games where we fought over the combo and then when the dust settled, I just beat them with constructs. That only really happened once, which is kind of surprising. But again, it's only been 5 rounds. Over time, I imagine that's going to happen more and more often. I also didn't really play in that direction very often. I frequently was just trying to make my combo happen and just floating mana with Saga on the way out instead of making constructs, which I don't think in this league would have been a better line to make constructs. I think I made the right call contextually when I was given that choice. But maybe I'm willing to believe that beating down with constructs should have been closer to the front of my mind. The Monolith Orb combo does come together really quickly. I was impressed how easy that was to assemble whenever I wanted it. It was just like, okay, here it is. Here's my deck. I wish there was a Pithing Needle or Sorcerer's Spyglass in the wish board somewhere. That would have come up a couple times, like naming Cavern Harpy or naming Polluted Delta against that opponent who had 2 Polluted Deltas in play, or I imagine there were other spots that I'm brain farting on right now. But that seems like a pretty low-cost addition. Like, do you need 2 Tormod Scripts? Do you need the 3rd Mesmeric Orb? Do you need the 4th Basalt Monolith? Like, those are all things that I would be considering looking for a Sorcerer's Spyglass on. Pithing Needle might be better, though, because you can search for it with Saga and board it in when you want it and have, like, 5 effective copies. Anyway, I'm into the weeds at this point. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, What Was, for having me play this. I will add this to the trove of Blue Echo artifact combo decks that I've played on this channel. Big fan of this archetype in general. Whether you go Mystic Forge or Urza, I'm not going to fault you for it. This is a ton of fun. A lot of exciting legacy magic to be played. You're definitely abusing the fast mana the format has to offer better than pretty much any other deck right now. Even like Storm decks with their rituals and stuff don't go this hard. But yeah, this was fun. Thank you again, What Was, for asking me to play it. Thank you everyone for watching it. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. If you want to support further or want me to play your deck, check out the Patreon membership or YouTube membership. Both of those lead to the Discord, where we talk about Magic and we hang out all the time. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. And I'll see you next time.